Load. Yeah.
Good morning.
Hi.
We are on Wi-Fi outside, so please, if you are here, let us know. Let us know if this connection is working. This behind us is a portable storage unit, a pod, and everything.
Lazy girl.
Lazy girl is in there. We packed up Joan's studio with the help of Jenny and her husband. We packed up the office. We packed up the garage.
Thank you, Suzanne. Thank you for letting us know.
Awesome. Yes. And so we wanted to just kind of we don't really have a plan so much for this live, so much as we wanted to hop on here, take a couple minutes to just kind of thank you for your support and tell you what some of our plans are.
And it's the last thing we're doing before we leave for the airport and the pod gets picked up.
Yes. We're packed. When this is over, we're going to take those down, lift the door, put them in a blue trunk show bag, put it in there, close it, lock it, and fly home.
We have enough adrenaline. We could actually fly ourselves. We don't need to get on airplanes. We can fly ourselves.
Could I drive the pod truck?
Probably.
Have I gotten that skill set yet?
Probably we could.
It's been oh sorry, knocked you. It's been as you can imagine, an emotional roller coaster. Joan, thank you, Regina. Regina's here.
Regina, hello. Thank you,
Regina,
so much.
your email this morning was the hug I needed during breakfast that I didn't know I needed. That
it got us through the morning.
I think it was a little bit of a stressful morning. We couldn't find something on a hard drive, and we're worried we didn't have the pattern files. And your email, Regina, was the hug I needed. Joan and I met at Baggage Claim Fall Quilt Market in 2010, and I was a fan. I had made some of her stuff, and I totally fangirled, and I was like, and she took out of her bag a freshly printed pattern that she was releasing at market and gave me one before anybody else. And I thought I was the bee's knees. Oh my God, my idol just gave me a pattern, and that was the start. And her and her friends that she was with that day introduced me to a lot of key people in the industry. I was releasing my first 3 patterns at that market: Dot Party, Opposites Attract, and Dance Floor, JBQ 101, 102, 103. And she helped me get my foot in the door. I'd like to think I would have done it somehow, but not as quick and not as well. For those who don't know, Joan really was an integral part of helping me go from where I was to the next level. And she became my big sister that I never had and took me under her wing. And when I had the idea for a ruler, but I didn't know, is anyone going to buy this hexagon thing? She's like, yes, they're going to buy it, do it. And she gave me the push. And there was many times like that. First book, is anybody going to buy this? Yes, do it. She believed in me, and my heart broke last year, like a lot of you. And I didn't know what was going to happen to her business. I didn't know if her husband was to keep running it. I didn't know. And when he reached out to me, I knew this is what she wanted. I knew this would honor her. I didn't know I could do it. I called Rachel and I said, can we do this? I can't do it without you. Physically, logistically, can we do this? And Rachel's like, I don't know. Let me call you back in a couple days. You weren't on board right away.
No.
You had to digest it. It was a lot. Buying a business is a lot.
And it's a 25-year-old business, and it's got deep history. And we have deep history at this point. And how do you bring that together? And what does that look like for all of the sewists and quilters out there? And what does that mean for all of you? And what does that mean for everyone we work with across the industry? And it's not nothing to pick up a legacy and carry it.
There has been a chaos of emails over the last 24 hours from every direction. We send in purchase orders here. We send them there. Who do we email? What email? There's a lot of back-end logistics that you don't have to worry about.
It's a lot of moving parts. And
but she does.
It's the stuff that we're good at. It's the stuff that we're good at. It's the stuff that we can untangle and thread through. and pull together. And we've got great allies in the industry who are totally on board and fully. And I'm a little like, I'm not just emotional because like this is Joan and it means a lot, but the support that we've gotten just in the last 24 hours since we've been in touch with our big contacts is, it's really beautiful. It's really touching to be a part of. And I'm really sorry that I'm just going to like bawl my eyes out right now, but I guess that's to be expected.
We knew this was going to happen. I told her, I was like, if the live doesn't come together in the last day, like I'm not doing a live by myself at home. I can't cry by myself and then try and continue talking. Like we can cry together. Fine. I can't cry alone. There's a lot of crying, a lot of laughing, a lot of everything. You're not crying. I'm crying. That's my mom. And Regina, like you're
Who's
another
cutting onions. Please stop.
You know, Regina, like you're another person who like you played a huge role, whether people knew who you were or not. And like to know you're on board, to know you've got our back, that means a lot. Like it means the world. You know, this is, while yes, Julie is Jaybird, Joan is Lazy, they're the face. Like there's a lot of people behind the scenes with both companies, and it's a lot.
It's a team effort.
It really is.
It's a really big group project, and we keep showing up for it every day.
Yeah. So thank you for your anything you did this morning, your likes. Thank you for being here watching this. Thank you for your emails, for your texts. Whether you came from Jaybird this morning and you never knew a Lazy Girl, whether you came from Lazy Girl, you didn't know Jaybird, whether you knew both. Thank you for being here, for loving us, for supporting us. There's going to be a lot of speed bumps. We had a typo this morning. In the word Jaybird Quilts, we had a typo. Because that's what happens when you're managing a little bit too many things at 2 o'clock in the morning in a hotel room on bad Wi-Fi.
I mean, look, that was written months ago when we knew it was appropriate to get ahead on it, and you make edits live, and here we are.
Hotel had great breakfast. I'm not going to name the hotel. Great breakfast.
Terrible
really
Wi-Fi.
Bad Wi-Fi. Really bad Wi-Fi.
We're doing a live outside because it's the best. It's better Wi-Fi.
We were going to do this in the hotel when we planned it at home. Really bad Wi-Fi. Like, sorry,
terrible Wi-Fi.
But it worked. Joan had had everything, and she had these magnets, so we could even hang stuff up on the pod and make it look like a backdrop.
She had snacks for us. She had bottles of water for us. She was looking out for us. She was here for us every step of the way. And I really want to just like say out loud too, like this is not just important because of Joan, it's important because of all of you. And it's truly an honor to pick this up and run with this and be with all of you through it.
It is. You know, I had a lot of questions. If it's not me, who is it? You know, who is it? And am I gonna have regrets? Am I gonna say I should have done it? They're letting it fall apart. They're discontinuing things. They're not providing support. If you come from the world of Jaybird, you know that Rachel and I got your back. We support you when you need help with a pattern. We have sew-alongs. We have Facebook groups. We want you to be successful. I became a pattern designer because of poorly written quilt patterns. Like I'm a math nerd. Like that's why I started this. I don't want to leave you hanging. I don't want, oh, Jenny's here. Hi, Jenny. Thank you. I don't want to leave you hanging if you need help with this pattern. Like, I want to be able to answer your question. I want to be able to give you the support. I want you to feel successful. And, you know, her patterns are incredible. If you don't know them, they are incredibly written and incredibly detailed, and the photography, and they're full color, just like Jaybird ones. But that doesn't mean that every once in a while you don't need help. And that's why we're here. We want to be the help that you need. And so kind of transitioning into that, everything behind you is stuff that I made. So I was, first and foremost, a Lazy Girl. I made Lazy Girl products before I made Jaybird products. I made Lazy Girl stuff before I was Jaybird Quilts. I was just Jaybird back then. It's a nickname my brother gave me. And so when she had a fabric line, I made a rock candy in that fabric line to promote it. When she came out with a new purse pattern, I made a purse, and I took that purse to Quilt Market. When Tuliping Slow and Steady came out, and I rocked that at Quilt Market. When she said, hey, you got this alphabet soup book, that's really cool. Will you make me a Lazy Girl sign that I can have in a booth and hang in my studio? I said, of course. Tell me what fabric. She said, this is as close to my branding as I can find. Here you go. And I took that down off the wall in her studio, and gonna hang it up in my studio because I got my Jaybird Quilts one hanging. Don't know where yet. It's got a lot of walls are covered.
It can
I
go
am
with the
jealous.
Jaybird
I will say
sign.
I am jealous of Joan's studio.
Oh, that studio. Oh, you've
I
never
live on
seen
the
so much
West
studio
Coast.
space.
I live on the West Coast where there's no basements. I'm from Philadelphia where there's basements. We're in Ohio. There's basements. This house has a gorgeous, massive, finished basement that Joan planned out to be a studio with built-in cabinetry and power behind her machine and a built-in for her machine. This studio, more than twice the size of my studio and office combined, just her studio.
Her studio is the
her
best.
office is probably the
Regina.
same
It
size
is
as my
the
office
best.
and studio.
Yeah.
Super jealous. She had an incredible space, which is also why this is full.
It's the biggest pod
Girlfriend
you can get.
had a lot of fabric, a lot of zippers, a lot of notions, a lot of ideas.
A lot of sewing machines.
There's partially made patterns in there, and I don't know when. Might come to fruition, might not. I've got her notes. I have her notebooks, and you know.
Oh, Bonbon's lovely. She was
intimidated at first. She was like, "Who are you?"
I won her over.
We did win over
friends.
Bonbon.
Bonbon's in good spirits. She's doing really well. Thanks for asking.
Michael's
about her.
taking good care of her. They're BFFs now. And Jenny, if you don't know Jenny stepped in and was the back end of keeping this afloat for the last 11 months till they figured out what was going on until we stepped in, and Jenny and Bonbon bonded, and Bonbon regularly came in and was like, lunchtime yet? Can I lick your thing? Because apparently Jenny and Bonbon had a routine. Bonbon got to lick her yogurt container or whatever she had, and Bonbon and Jenny bonded. So yeah, you know, we were more connected than I think a lot of people realized. Joan reviewed and technically edited every single Jaybird pattern and book until she passed. I reviewed every pattern of hers from the time we met on. Do I know these as in and out as Jaybird? No, not gonna pretend like I do yet. Gonna work towards it. But she was one of my best friends. You know, I got really emotional like 2 days ago. We found a box that had books and patterns that I had shipped her. I shipped her one of everything after it got printed, and I wrote on the inside cover of one of them, "Joan, thanks for everything. I don't know what I would do without you." And then I realized I have to do it without her now, and I lost it. You know, there is the range of emotions here. So my biggest problem is I've had a problem understanding patterns. And that's why we're here, Stella. Not everybody's great at math and understanding patterns. You know, and it doesn't mean you shouldn't get to make something. So we try our best to write good patterns. But one thing, if you've been around Jaybird recently, is I started doing sew-alongs and videos. And I'm going to do that for Lazy Girl. This is going to be the first one. Probably May. Give me April to get my footing on like this and unpack it. Thank you, husband, and everyone back home when it shows up in 9 days for helping me unload it in the garage, because I don't know where any of it's going, ever. You may never get your garage back, husband. I love you. My son loves garage doors. He's just most excited to lift and close the blue door. I've already made videos of it for him. He is so excited. So May, I'm thinking May. Oh,
hi,
Annie. Thank you. I'm thinking May. Boy, am I going to lose some of your garage. You might, Mom. You might. I'm not going to lie. You might. You probably will. Let's just acknowledge it now. You probably will. And you're probably going to have to start sewing more samples because you haven't sewn stuff in a while, but you can. And I know you know how. I know you're capable of making this, and I'm going to need more samples. And I only have 24 hours in a day, and I still have 2 kids. So get ready, Mom. Dust off my machine because you're sewing on my machine right now anyway. She took my machine. For anybody who knows my backstory, it's come full circle.
Yes,
Anyone who knows my backstory, when I would get talk at guild lectures, I got into this by stealing her sewing machine.
Mom's sewing machine.
In 2002.
Yeah.
For RA training to kill time, and now she took mine. Wow. Sandy, we've come full circle. I call her Sandy sometimes. Oh, hi, Marianne. Good morning. Thank you for your love and for your support. And oh my God, probably like Christmas. I wish I could help. Melissa, I wish you could. There's a lot. It's going to be a lot of work. I've got a scrape on my leg. Got a war wound here. Thankfully, only 2 injuries. It's a lot.
Got beat up by furniture.
We did. The furniture was like, "You sure? You sure we're doing this? You sure?" Yeah, this is a lot, but I'm excited too. I really am. Was this in the plans? No. Did I need to grow my business by more than double when I have an almost 2-year-old 4-year-old? Absolutely not. Do I know exactly what I'm doing? No.
We'll work it out.
Are we going to be successful? Yeah.
We'll work it out.
You know, I'm not alone. I've got Rachel. I've got Ronnie, who most of you don't know about, who does all the accounting and back end of stuff. My mom and my husband and my dad. We've got a team. We've got amazing testers. And Regina was Joan's right hand, and she's on board. Her studio's the best. It was Regina. It was. Like,
for my online logistics girlies out there, in the description of this email, you can make sure you're signed up for Lazy Girl emails. You can sign up for Jaybird emails. We are moving stuff around on the back end. We are shifting where we're going to send our emails out from for Lazy Girl in the future. It's just because there's systems that we have a comfortability and familiarity and expert level ability to utilize, and Joan was an expert in her systems, and we got to bring her systems into our systems so we can make things work well. So we are going to move some stuff around. I am going to be like, hey, sign up for this email, and if you've already been signed up, that's okay. Sign up again. You can't sign up too many times. If you don't remember, if you already did it, go ahead and do it again. These systems are smart enough. It's going to be okay. But yeah, like there's a lot of information in the description of this video, and you'll get confirmation emails. If you don't get a confirmation email, check your spam folders, check your promotion folders.
Make sure you didn't make a typo like we made this morning.
There can be typos in emails and you won't get it. That's why it's okay to sign up more than once to make sure that you do get it. So we're looking out for you. We're forging ahead. We're moving forward.
So Deborah, I just saw Deborah had a question for those who are a little confused. Not everybody knows because it was only posted on Facebook. Joan passed 11 months ago, very suddenly, of a brain aneurysm. And it was unexpected. So there was no plan. And so for the last 11 months, her husband and Jenny have kept things afloat, and while they figured out what they wanted to do and what the plan was. And Michael reached out to me, and his main priority was that Joan's legacy would live on and her patterns would continue to be available and be supported. And after lots of talking with Rachel and everything, we decided that we could do it. This is how I'm honoring Joan. So Lazy Girl is still Lazy Girl, Jaybird still Jaybird. On the back end, if you order from us, send all the POs to me just like you have. Order both on the same POs. We're going to send you one invoice. On the back end, we're one company. On your end, we're basically still 2 companies.
So Jaybird owns Lazy Girl products and the brand.
Yeah.
And we're going to continue to make sure Lazy Girl products are available. They're going to be Lazy Girl branded products. If Julie wants to put a bag pattern out, we're going to find a way to make that Lazy Bird. We don't know.
That's what she wants it to be. I don't know if I'm still a Lazy Bird yet. Joan wants Lazy Bird.
We'll see.
Rachel wants Lazy Bird. She called you Joan.
Yeah, Joan's Lazy Girl Facebook is staying active. Yeah, we're keeping it active. We're keeping it live.
We will try and be more active ourselves and commenting and in supporting and answering your questions. Regina's in there too. Yeah, we're keeping all the Facebook groups. We're keeping the website. We're keeping all the social channels. What we were talking about, like the changes in the back end is like, we're changing email providers. We're changing newsletter providers. So, it helps us if you just sign up at the link and you tell us I'm here. And if you don't want to stay, we understand.
That's okay.
If you were here for Joan's cooking and her experimenting and bonbon,
or you were just here for Joan, and
that's okay. That's okay. We are
You're
not
ready
offended.
to move on. That's totally understandable.
We're not
that's
offended.
Totally okay.
But yeah, we are here to continue. The interfacings are all still available. The rulers available. The baggy bottoms are available. The patterns are available. We will continue to reprint them and make them available. And support shops and support you.
Terry, thank you for your long-term support of Joan and for being here today and sticking with us going forward. Thank you for that.
Yes, we found boxes of DVDs from K-Woods and VHS tapes. We have a carton of VHS tapes, and I don't think I have a VHS tape player at home. Do you, Sandy? Actually, do you, Sandy and Elliot, Mom and Dad? Let me know. Otherwise, we're probably gonna send it to somebody to have them digitize it so I can have all of that.
It's truly 25 years of lazy girl in this pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's everything. Think of whether you're a bag maker, a quilter, or both. Think about your studio. Think about every piece of fabric, every finished project, unfinished project, every notion, every rotary cutter, scissor, thread, everything.
Every idea you had to make a thing and you weren't sure what you were going to do, how it was going to work, could it come together?
Everything. We do have fabric to give away that we're going to, put together with patterns, and we'll be offering giveaways because Joan had more fabric than I need. I already owned too much fabric, let's be honest. I mean, I want it all. I'm not going to lie. I want it all. I don't want to give it away, but I also want to share it. I want to share pieces of Joan with you.
Laura, not just the zipper ends, the buttons. Oh, the buttons. The buttons, the zipper ends, the zipper bits.
The boxed corners.
The zippers.
She cut the boxed corners and they were in a cute little jar. There's everything. Everything, Laura. Everything. Every idea. Everything.
And it's there because she was going to find a way to reuse and repurpose. And yeah, she had a lot in store, and it's sad to see it cut short the way it was.
Yeah. And some of the button jars, Marianne, have the Parmesan cheese top that she had written the blog post about how that fits on mason jars. I get some of those Parmesan cheese tops in my button containers. Very psyched about that. Nathan's most excited for the door and the markers. Going to share some of the markers with Nathan. For those of you who are new to me, Nathan is my 4-year-old, and he is into garage doors and drawing. And he is, like any kid. Mom went away. What are you bringing home for me? What are you bringing home for me? The whole business?
Dry erase markers.
Yeah, okay. Dry erase markers?
Dry erase markers.
Yes. Thank you, Mommy. Thank you. It takes little things that win a kid's heart. So please keep answering your questions.
Asking questions. We'll do our best to answer them. Look, I might wrap this up at 11:30. We
don't have an end time.
We don't have a lot of gas in the tank.
We need to end by 11:45 so that we can get to the airport on time. But we will end whenever. And if you are watching this recorded, thanks for being here. If you have questions, ask them in the comments. We will answer them. Need to pick a bonbon. There's a lot on the blog, but we can make sure that to share them. Joan loved her dogs. She had Honey before Bonbon, and those were her babies. Joan loved her dogs. So yeah, we are here. We're here to answer questions. You can ask them over email. You can ask them on social media. You can ask them in here. You can, if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. And there is a Lazy Girl channel, and we're going to make sure to start putting some stuff up there as well. We'll make sure the best way to stay in the know on anything we're doing on either one is the email list. Rachel has that so well. Everything goes out to the emails. Everything. That's where you will you be reaching out to Jaybird customers to sign up as well?
Yep.
Not just Jaybird and Jaybird list. You're fine. We're not changing the Jaybird list. If that's what you're
Jaybird,
asking,
you're good. We're
good. Moving the Lazy Girl email to the Jaybird programs. Because that's where our email management makes sense to us. And I don't mind managing 2 Facebooks, 2 Instagrams, 2 whatever, but I don't want to manage 2 of something on 2 different platforms. My brain is gonna explode. So you don't need to re-sign up for Jaybird emails. If you're coming here from Lazy Girl and you don't already get Jaybird emails and you want them, yes, please go ahead. And if you're not sure if you get them, you sign up. Like it doesn't say like, you're already signed up.
Doesn't hurt.
Thanks for your tools and designs. I read the fussy cutting. Yes, love the fussy cut set. If you're following along, the second video came out today. Third video.
The third video for the alphabet soup so long is out today. The cutting video is out, so you can start planning what you're gonna cut for your alphabet soup project.
Yeah.
This is the alphabet soup sign.
Yes. And now for anybody in the temperature class, you're wondering why did I delay the live? That's always on a Wednesday to Thursday this week. This is why, because I get back really late tonight and I didn't know how I'd be tomorrow morning. So thank you for your flexibility this week. It was a little weird not telling all of you where we were, but until the ink is dry and all the contracts are signed, we were a little hesitant to shout it from the rooftops. Your customers might like Joan's little patterns. They will, Jenny, you're right. Yeah. So I'm excited. For those of you who've never made a bag, I'm going to guide you through this. I love Joan's patterns. Joan's patterns are
so approachable, very accessible.
And they're very similar to how Jaybird patterns are written. They're full color, they're pictures, they're words. For the people who don't like to read the words, you can almost follow the pictures most of the time. Like if you can follow a Jaybird pattern, you can follow a Lazy Girl. If you can follow a Lazy Girl, you can follow a Jaybird. That's another reason that this made sense, is we wrote similarly.
Yeah, there's a similar approach to pattern development and layout and design and use.
Yeah. So thank you to our partners, the industry partners. Thank you to Michelle and Steve and Deb and Mark and everybody. Thank you to our testers, to Regina and to Julie and to Marianne and to Leslie and to Teresa. Thank you to everybody who. Thank you to Jenny.
Patty, they are suitable for making your first bag. This is like a really good like starter bag. That's why we picked this one. It's a good like
no zippers,
get to know Lazy Girl. Yeah,
nothing hard. And then we have in mind, if you've never done a zipper and you're afraid of zippers, like many people are, we have the best first zipper pattern. We're gonna do the runaround bag for those of you who are lazies. We're gonna do a sew along of the runaround bag after this one and take away your fear of zippers. Joan's patterns are similar to mine in that you build a skill set. How we did Journey to Nebula, and you learned all the skills, and then you were good to do Nebula. We're gonna give you the skills so that you can move on to the advanced bags. But yeah, so we are here. Love the sounds of the birds chirping. Yeah, I've never really done a live outside at home, and like so this is kind of cool. Like the scenery, and you're getting it real, because the internet at the hotel wasn't great. We could not have done this from the hotel. It's not gonna work. The runaround bag's great little bag, made it many times. Yeah, I compare the runaround bag to like rock candy. It's like you make one, you make 10.
That's rock candy right there.
Yeah. And she's a good place to start with Jaybird. And she's got so many possibilities there. And if you are interested, there has been 3 rock candy sew-alongs that have focused on 3 different things, and
which means that all of the content, like all of the videos, all of the tutorials to make rock candy is right here on this YouTube channel.
Yep.
You don't have to wait for it. You don't have to go very far for it. It's all right here on the Jaybird YouTube. You could make a rock candy today, baby. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, Rachel's got a playlist. You can see all the rock candy videos, and in the description of all of them is a link to sign up. And if you sign up, we will email you all the bonus PDF and you get add-ons that went with that sew along.
And you can find the PDF pattern. The link is in the emails.
Yeah. How to make it square, how to fussy cut with it. We've done all of that. What will be the first bag? Lily. So you can hold that up. Lily.
The Lily pocket purse.
I've made Lily 4 times. She's my go-to quilt market bag. She's a nice little, you can put your phone on the outside or in the inside pocket. The pattern's written for Velcro closure, but I can show you how to do a snap or magnet as well. Pattern has instructions on different strap lengths. She's great for featuring. And I have at home, I'm going to do it in Tula Everglow. I'm going to do the lion, I think, on one side. I'm really, really excited to make a new one. But yeah, this was my go-to quilt market bag because it was like just enough to carry the essentials. And I love this bag, and it uses thin interfacing, which is available, or So Lazy interfacing. So those of you who don't know, Joan had her own line of interfacing called So Lazy. SEW, get it? So Lazy, but it's also So Lazy. Bada bing. What fabric?
Fat quarters.
Quilter's cotton. No, this one's not fat quarters. Third yards.
Not fat quarters.
Third yards. Quilter's cotton. Third yard of each of these because they're for the outside and the lining. Half a yard for what she calls the handles and the pockets, and a quarter yard for the waistband. This is the waistband.
When we wrap up, I will add a link to Lily in the video description so you can check out the information on the website and get all the material lists if you want to gather that together.
Yeah, so it's 4 fabrics. It's the 2 feature, which end up on the bottom. The strap and the pocket are the same, or if you're using your stash, you can make them different if you wanted, and then the waistband.
The lining?
The lining is made from these 2.
All right.
I know this one in and out. Like I said, I've made this 4 times. I love, love, love Lily. Simple to make these little pleats, and it just makes her look a little extra fancy. She has them on the front so that she has a little more space, but she doesn't have them on the back so that she hangs smooth against you. Joan thought of everything. If you've never made a Joan bag, you're going to enjoy this. Joan thought of everything, and it's cool to see the things that she considered. She even has you, like, when you're making it, to decide if you are hanging it on the one side or crossbody, and you clip on your strap before you sew it in to decide you want it low, you want it high. Other patterns have adjustable straps, and we will probably get to there in future sew-alongs, but, like, not all 4 of mine have the same length, and they, are decided off of, like, where did I want it to hang, So there's a lot of good stuff in here. We don't have exact dates yet. I haven't planned out the syllabus yet. We literally just decided it was this one while we're here, and I just happened to have brought this as my purse because, like I said, I made it 4 times. It also made sense that should be the first one because I know it best.
It would be nice to use Tula's webbing if you wanted to do that for the strap.
Should I do that?
You could.
I should do that.
You could.
I will show you in the videos how to make a fabric strap if you want to go ahead and follow the pattern as is, but that's a great idea. Tula has webbing, and from Renaissance Ribbons that match Everglow.
Carrie, that's a great question. Carrie asked, do you purchase the pattern ahead of the sew-along, or is it provided with the registration? So, Carrie, the way that we have done sew-alongs is the content is on YouTube. It's accessible. It's available to you. It's free tutorial. You buy the pattern, you buy the materials that you need, and then you'll get the content here on the internet.
But yeah, like if you're not sure, if you're like, you don't even have to buy the pattern yet. You can start to watch the videos for free and then go, okay, I like what she's doing, and you can buy it. And it is available on lazygirldesigns.com as a PDF, or you can get the paper pattern from your local shop.
The inside of Lily.
So this one, I didn't follow the pattern. That's why I wasn't going to throw the inside. I didn't have enough of the fabric left because I had made set sail. So, like, I had to use true colors on the inside, and I didn't follow the directions.
It's a scrappy lining inside.
I didn't follow the directions on the inside because I didn't have, but the lining should be the same as the outside and has pockets, slit pockets on the inside. It's
so
all
you
in the pattern.
can get creative with it. If you want to use some pieces from your stash and you want your panels to be different inside, outside, all around, you can do that. When
I get home, I can take pictures and show you like the inside of other ones. But like, this is what the inside's supposed to look like. Have some slit pockets, 2 colors. And so this gives you an idea if you've never seen the inside of a Joan pattern. Photos with labeled and all the directions. It's all here step by step. And she does it not in the cover fabric. She does it in tone on tone basics so that you can imagine it how you want it. Instead of like getting confused by floral here, stripe there, you can be like, all right, this is my blue floral, this is my green stripe, and you can assign your fabrics to each of the ones, and then she uses them consistently throughout.
Maybe if we can pull it together, that could be like some bonus sew-along content that we offer, is like how to get crafty with your fabric options for your linings.
Yeah, or, you know, down the road you want to put a zipper on the inside here. I can show you how to use runaround to make the lining of this first from the runaround bag so that you have a zippered. So like if you're like, oh, I don't love that it doesn't zipper at the top, you can have a zipper on one half of the inside. There's endless possibilities. I'm excited. I really am excited to start doing some sew-alongs. If you are already signed up for Joan's class, that's going to stay too. It might move where it is, and we will let you all know. But You paid for it. You have it. We are not taking away your content. Yes, we are going to have the battings and the interfacings. That is staying as well. So don't fear if you bought something, you have it. We're not taking anything away. We're not taking anything away. We're just here to continue to offer availability and hopefully some new fun things. And yeah, so thank you from bottom of my heart. We appreciate your love and support as we take on this new journey and ship this container to San Diego.
Thank you so much for your comments and your questions and all of your support and for hanging out with us today. Like it really means a lot. I'm feeling the love. Yes. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. And yeah, again, if you are watching this, if you were live and you forgot, if you're watching this recorded, please ask questions in the comments and Rachel and I will get to them. Keep in mind, we're both flying today. Might not get to them immediately.
Look, we're flying today and we're sleeping in tomorrow. We're not setting an alarm tomorrow morning. We got some sleep to catch up on.
We do.
So we're taking the morning off and we'll be around, but we need a break.
Yeah. But yeah, we're getting the emails. There's a new email set up. Ideally, emails to the new one. You got the old one. That's okay. We got it. It forwards the new one. We're good. We're here for you. So thank you. Big exhale. We don't need an alarm, Nate and William. Marianne, you're right. She gets to sleep in tomorrow.
Look, she's got help, okay? So,
7:30 a.m., his hatch turns green, and his little feet walk out of his bed and in my room. That kid, he loves what he calls in the morning a cuddle puddle. He's climbing in my bed at 7:30 tomorrow morning.
You get to have an extended cuddle puddle in the morning. You don't have to rush, and you can take it easy, and you can have a nice, lazy morning with the boys.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a lazy morning.
You're going to have a lazy morning.
I am. That's a good way to put it. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And we're going to figure this out together, and we appreciate your love and support. So thank you. I feel like I say thank you a million times. I don't know what else to say. Like I didn't know what to expect when we made our announcement this morning. Specifically, yes, the one SKU has been discontinued, as Jenny pointed out, but the line as a whole is still going to be available. But you've all stepped up this morning and wrapped up in one giant big virtual hug, and we feel it. So thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Nancy.
Oh, Nancy. We're going to get those at the airport. I'm going to get hot chocolate. I'll drink coffee. I'm going to get hot chocolate. Thank you, Nancy. That was really sweet of you. I forgot you could do that. Yeah, so we're here, and we look forward to talking with you and chatting with you and joining you in the Facebook group and continuing this community. Joan built an amazing community, and we are looking forward to stewarding it into the next phase.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
We'll see you around.
Bye. Oh, hi, Brad. That's my brother. Yes, thank you. I didn't mention you earlier. Couldn't have done this without Brad, too. Brad's got experience in M&A, and Brad was an important part of this, especially last night when I couldn't figure out how to get 8,000 photos off of Joan's phone of every single project she's ever made. Thanks, Brad. You saved the day last night. So thank you, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.